So, I think we could all probably objectively agree that, I'm Lil Dicky's biggest fan of all time. I mean, considering I made a 20-minute video essay about him, and nobody else has made any sort of deep dive video into him. And also because the reason I started my channel and decided to really pursue creative endeavors in the first place was because I was so inspired by his story. That being said, everything I say from here onward is just my opinion. It's not fact, and not only can you disagree with it, but I welcome you to, and I hope you'll share your differing opinions with me down in the comments. The last time Lil Dicky dropped a new song was on my birthday and his birthday last year. That's 2018 for all of you watching in the distant future. So that means we've waited a total of 13 months and 4 days for new music from him. Now, if you've watched my video on Logic, you'll know that I think you can't rush art. And the pace that artists have to keep these days in order to stay relevant has got to be exhausting and leads to serious declines in quality, and at the end of the day only disappoints fans and hurts the career of the artist. Unless you make generic pop music like Drake or Rihanna, in which case you can crank that shit out super quick, no problem, and every basic person on earth will be bumping that shit. Seriously, go to a club anywhere in the world while a Drake or Rihanna song is topping the charts, you will hear it. So, my chief complaint about the song Earth by Lil Dicky and these 30 other people has nothing to do with the amount of time we had to wait for it. Honestly, I don't even like using that kind of language to describe it, because it makes it seem like we as fans are somehow entitled to music from our favorite creators. We aren't! No, so I should probably clear up what the thumbnail and the title of this video say. I don't think Earth is a bad song, I just think it's incredibly underwhelming considering the comedic, musical, and marketing genius David Byrd has shown us through his career and the amount of raw talent and star power that was present in this song. Dicky has shown us again and again that he is an absolutely brilliant writer and lyricist, with incredibly emotional and complex songs like Darwin and Russell Westbrook on a Farm, and has proven his comedic ability time and time again through songs like Freaky Friday, Save Dat Money, and Too High. In most of these songs, he's also gone above and beyond by intertwining these two different skill sets in a way that, as I've argued previously, no other artist has ever done. Thus, if we take his talent, the amount of time that went into this track, and the Avengers Infinity War level crossover found in the star power of the participating artists, you would think that Earth would be a much stronger, funnier, and more memorable song than it turned out to be. But sadly, every single celebrity cameo in the song basically amounted to I'm Living Organism X, Do Thing Y, and most were incredibly weak attempts at humor. We have examples that were kind of funny, and when coupled with the voice of the artist playing them, worked brilliantly. For example, Lil Jon as a clam. Now, we've all heard that dissecting a joke is like dissecting a frog, blah blah blah, you kill it in the process, but the reason why Lil Jon as a clam is funny is because a clam is pretty much sedentary and a silent organism that most lay people probably think of as more like a rock than an animal. Meanwhile, Lil Jon is a screaming hype beast. Yeah! The brevity of his line mirrors the sort of short catchphrases he shouts in the middle of songs, and because of the huge disparity between a clam and Lil Jon in terms of temperament, the joke lands and is unexpected and hilarious. You know what else would be unexpected? If you were enjoying the video, and so you went ahead and smashed that like button, and maybe subscribed. Oh god, what have I become? Okay, on with the video. So, in contrast to Lil Jon, when we get superstar Justin Bieber making his appearance as a baboon, the joke they go for with his extended screen time is literally the lowest hanging joke possible. A butt joke. About the butt monkey? With the big red butt? Do you get it? Do you? Do you get it? He has big red butt! And sadly, the majority of the cameos amount to nothing more than this. Let me remind you that the guy organizing this is the same one who got DJ Khaled to make fun of the fact that he's always yelling. The one who got massive superstar Kendall Jenner, who had never done anything comedic previously to my knowledge, to do a skit about exploring the wonders of her body while he was in control of it. The guy who was able to give us the brilliantly directed and hilariously written Freaky Friday with just 4 stars beside himself. No, not those kinds of 4 stars. Was the same guy who gave us... yeah, pretty much that. Just 30 times. If it was a matter of organization, maybe Dicky should have focused less on filling a roster so huge even the Russo brothers would have had trouble figuring out where to fit everyone, and more on creating the types of short, self-aware jokes he gave us in his most recent effort, which, despite being a comedy song, was played on all manner of hip-hop radio stations, in clubs, and even at the bar at the bottom of the financial center building I worked at when I was working on my first Lil Dicky video. I think the message Dave is going for is a really great one, and I really hope that the song does well because all the profits made by it are going towards the earth? Huh. Even when going to the website for the song's cause. While I am met with great little info bits about renewable energy and other awesome things I think we need way more resources and manpower going towards, I can't actually find the name of the organization the proceeds are going to, and that makes me a little bit uneasy, but I'm gonna trust Dicky and his record label here. Anyway, yeah, I personally think it's terrifying that so many people actually for real don't believe that climate change is happening, but I'm not a political channel, so I'm not gonna go too far into that. What I will say is that I think the song would have done way better and in turn not just raised more money but actually gotten more play on radio stations, in nightclubs, and even at the bar at the bottom of the financial center I used to work, and thus potentially spread its message to more people. And really, that's what we need more of. Individuals trying to do their part. And if you've ever procrastinated on something or forgotten about a commitment you made over time, you'll know that the more positive reminders you have to do that thing, the more likely you are to do it. This song can be exactly that, a positive reminder for people to do as much as they can to fight global warming, to get educated and vote for the right people, to separate the recyclables, turn off the water when you brush, or hell, even when you shower. I mean, who showers, am I right, guys? While the chorus is mildly catchy, the lines of most of the people involved fall very flat and are just the most basic attempts at middle school humor possible, which is super disappointing when coming from someone as comedically and lyrically clever as Dave. To add to that, Dave has an entire verse where he just raps. Throughout the entire video, I was hoping he would come out and rap and show off his skills and give the song some redemption potential. Nope. We got... Fellas, don't you let it come when you have sex. What? I legitimately felt like I was listening to a rap song written by Amy Schumer. The reason I say that is that Amy Schumer has somehow built an entire career out of one joke. I'm a woman and I like to have sex a lot. Lol. You may be saying, but medium D, Dicky's name is literally a penis joke. And yeah, the dude has built an image on a ton of penis jokes, but they tend to be really clever and nuanced and most of all original. For example, in Ex-Boyfriend, he makes a joke about a guy's penis having abs in his larger joke about it being so much bigger and more impressive than his own. In Freaky Friday, he jokes about Chris Brown's penis being his dream and it trending on Twitter. Again, because it's so much bigger and more impressive than his own. See, that's the joke. He's got a small penis. In Earth, however, we get... Fellas, don't you let it come when you have sex. And I heard women orgasms are better than a dick. So that's not even a joke. This guy had all the time, resources, and geniuses in the world. In the Earth. An entire career of making actually funny jokes that rhyme really well out of otherwise immature topics most people find inane. And the best he could give us was... that. Yeah, Dave, this was really subpar. With all that being said, I think the video itself is beautiful and obviously had a lot of hard work and creativity put into it. It must have been a logistical nightmare to get all of those A-list entertainers' schedules organized in such a way where they could learn their lines or rehearse them, and get in the booth, especially Kevin Hart, whose line I thought was one of the few actually funny ones. Did you guys see him talking about his schedule on Joe Rogan the other day? That guy's a machine! How did he have time to just say those 4 words? I'm being serious. Dave, if somehow you're watching this and haven't just decided that I'm a loser and that we're never gonna be best friends and freestyle together and make jokes about how my name is bigger than yours, I think you did an awesome job. I know you work really hard, and while your passion might show to someone like me who understands what happens behind the scenes on a project like this, your skills, the skills that made you my favorite rapper and comedian, the same skills that made you inspire me to make the very channel this video is on right now, felt entirely absent. And I really hope that going forward, your future projects have the same great intention behind them, but show us how much you've progressed in your career. Not how much you've progressed in terms of the ability you have to get any celebrity on a project with you. No, how much you've progressed as a lyricist, rapper, singer, and comedian. But then again, I'm just some guy. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching the video. This is sort of different from what I usually do, but I think that working on smaller scale analyses like these, more reactionary stuff can give me a chance to make more stuff at a faster pace while still working on big idea video essays I have going in the background without becoming entirely irrelevant in the time it takes me to make them. Please subscribe and like the video, let me know what you think about Earth in the comments, and yeah, hopefully more videos are actually coming soon. Bye!